Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Digital Art with Jesus Conde, and today we're going to be doing a pencil brush. Specifically, we're going to get into the brush options and we're going to create it from scratch. So like if this brush didn't exist, and we're going to make it, right? So the first thing that we need is our starting point for a brush is like we have to define the shape of the tip, right? So we're going to create a new file. You can do that with Control N. So we immediately enter on this new document window, and we have to pick kind of like a number between 300 and 600. You don't want to do it bigger than that because then the brush will be like too heavy. So 400 by 400, 100% resolution. And then we're going to just pick a new, just take whatever brush you can, but that is flat, like this one. You can pick one in the default ones from Photoshop. And what you want to do is create something that looks kind of that doesn't look perfect, like it's a little bit messy, right? Something kind of like this. Something like this, maybe. I think this is fine. So now what we're going to do is we're gonna collapse that with the background. If you had another layer, if you didn't have another layer, you don't have to do anything else. And then just go to edit, and define pattern. No, define brush preset is the button. Then you click in there and you can see this new window that says brush name. You have to put the name that you want there on the brush. Let's call it pencil. And you can see the tip of the brush is right there. You can see it. So now automatically you have it now available for using it. We're gonna test how that looks. It's gonna look bad right away. So let's create a new layer, Control Shift N. And this is what we got, which is not that bad actually. So in order to change this, we have to enter the brush options. So in any keyboard it will be F5, but in mine is function F5 because my keyboard kind of works like a laptop keyboard. So you encounter these options, and the first one that we have to start touching on is the brush tip shape. So in there you can define the size. You also have the spacing, which is the repetition of the points that define the line. So something between, I will say 16 and 10% will be good, because you don't wanna repeat it too much so it becomes heavy. The brush becomes really heavy to use, and you don't wanna have it so open that it actually you can see like the little dots. That's a bad thing. But we will be testing it, so let's do a test here how that looks. So the first thing that we need is to make it small in the beginning and the end. That means that when I press my pencil, my pen, it will automatically change the size of the brush. So that we go now to shape dynamics. When we enter shape dynamics, we see the size jitter. And then we click on control and pen pressure. So you immediately can see here how that changed, and you can see this new kind of way of the brush to work. We also need a little bit of scattering, which is something that makes the brush, the tip, spread a little. So if we do that, this is what we get, which is more similar to the result that I want, but maybe not so much. Maybe this is too heavy, but this is starting to look kind of like what I want. But I'm also noticing that I might need transfer, which is the setting that makes the brush go less, how do you say that, like less opacity and then more opacity with how much pressure do you put on it. And this option you can find here where it says opacity jitter, and in control you have to put pen pressure, and that way you do achieve that, like having this kind of like effect of being less defined with how much pressure you put in, but we can spend a lot of time just changing these options. I will say if we have to change the flow a little bit too, we need to change let's say count, no, shape dynamics, minimum diameter, angle. We should also change like the roundness, which means that it will be a little bit flat on some parts and not so much on others, so it doesn't look too much right now, but it's doing something to it. Like basically what's going on is that the brush is getting like squeeze is the word. I don't know if that's the word, but then what happens is if that happens, when you're painting in this side, it's going to make something. When you're painting like this, it's going to look differently. So that also creates a little effect, even that is subtle. It makes it look more interesting. And now I can say that we kind of have a pencil brush. It does look like a pencil from far away. Obviously this is still something digital, and I mean, if you use maybe like a background with with paper texture, it will give more the illusion. But I think this is pretty solid pencil brush. So now I'm going to test it and see what's up. To finish it, you just have to click here and just call it pencil brush, because the thing with the other one that you created before, none of those settings were saved there. The only thing that we saved before was the tip, but not all these settings that we did, right? And here you can click on capture brush size on the preset. That's cool. I will never include the color though. The color should be the one that you're using at the moment, or just black. But you definitely have to include the tool settings, so that's okay. And now you have your new brush that you can find here at the bottom. That's your pencil brush. Alright, so I'm going to use the symmetry so we can test this faster. And let's do some kind of a creature kind of face or something. Let's do something kind of yeah, something maybe a bit scary looking, I don't know. And I like to work with this kind of brushes just because it makes it look more interesting, the sketches obviously. And now I'm just gonna shut up and continue drawing so we can test this properly. Alright, see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, I think this is gonna be it for testing this pencil. I think it works pretty well. it does give that texture that is very it's not perfect. It's still, you can do some detail with it, but it's not like a whole lot, just enough. So it's not, it doesn't look like super detail, and you can still do shading. It's pretty, I wanna say it's like 100% accurate to a pencil. Obviously that's not possible, but it does a pretty good job imitating it, and I feel really proud of it actually. So yeah, if you want to see more of these kinds of videos, just let me know in the description, I mean in the comment section, sorry, and I'm going to leave a link so you guys can download it. And if you do any drawings with it, just tag me on Twitter or something and let me know how it goes. Alright guys, see you later, see you next time, bye.